Hi, welcome to my garden. This is Garden A. Thanks for joining me on my garden side quest. Today we are starting by planting asparagus for the first time, and then we are going to kind of intermingle some companion strawberry plants that I dug up from another part of my garden. So I'm going to start. The directions say that you're supposed to dig a trench. This is all brand new. Well, at least the first 2 feet of this is brand new compost that was just delivered on Monday from Allen's Landscaping in Highland, Indiana. Every year for the past probably 4 years, we have purchased truckloads of compost from them and use it to top off or expand the beds. So this bed that we're digging in right now is bed A, but last year was the first year using this bed or installing this bed. So over the winter, it went down about 2 feet because we did not fill it with just compost. We had leaves and tree trunks in it. Some of the stuff that you see mixed in here is, what did I mix in here? I put some fertilizer. I also put some worm casings and then some vermiculite. So it's a little bit of everything kind of mixed into this bed. So according to the directions from Keene Garlic and other sources that I looked at, you're supposed to dig a trench. So my plan is to have 1 row of asparagus here and then 1 row of asparagus kind of here. So we'll see how that turns out. Oh, I thought this was a worm. It is not a worm. Kind of want to be able to start all the way to the edge. Okay, so that looks pretty deep. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. There we go. Probably should have done this before I filled the bed. But then where would the fun be? All right, so the first variety that I'm starting with is the Millennium Asparagus. And again, this is from Keene Garlic. So this is our first little guy. And from what I read online, we want to stretch him out. Oh no, wait. I didn't put anything in the hole. Okay, I read online that you should add some bone meal. So I'm gonna sprinkle in, it's a windy day, so the bone meal is gonna kind of go everywhere. So I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bone meal. Some of the videos that I watched said that you should put in fertilizer, but Keene Garlic says not to put in fertilizer. It actually said not to put anything in yet. So I'm going to just do the bone meal, and then we'll see how it plays out. All right. And then I also read that you should kind of put your crown on a little pedestal. Probably thinking way too hard into this. So there's my little pedestal. And I'm going to lay my crown right there. There's one. Now from videos I saw, they kind of had the roots spread out and touching each other like the other plants. The other plant, I should say. So I'm going to do that here. So there's my crown. And there is my roots shaking hands with each other. And here's another root with a crown. Then right about here, I'll put another one. It is a windy day. Get rid of this out of the way. Another bump right there. This is kind of a big one. I'm going to put him right there. And then our next guy is going to go here. Next one is going to go here. Okay, and I have 3 more left, but I have this big amount of dirt here that's kind of, or compost here in the way. So what I'm going to do is just kind of shove some dirt on top of him and make room for one of these little guys. Okay. So now I'm going to just kind of cover up, I'm going to say from this pole, so I know where my last one was planted. I'm going to cover this, and then I'll be able to dig over here to plant my last 2. So make this kind of fall in this way. And here's where my pole is. So right about here, I'm gonna dig in to plant my last 2. Okay. Spread out. This guy, I'll go right in there. All right. And now I'm going to cover them. Say a little prayer to the garden gods. Right. So that was the Millennium Asparagus from Keene Garlic. So there's my little tag, so I know that's what's planted there. Now I'm going to move forward a little bit. And right about here, I'm going to dig another trench for my second variety. All right. So below my 2 my foot of, don't even know what I'm trying to say because I'm so busy digging. I don't even need a trowel for this because it's so loose because it's fresh. Oh, look. One of the great things about Allen's Landscaping is when you get compost, you get 1 million worms. 1 million worms. So it's definitely good, healthy, live soil. Got some leaves down here. I had a layer of leaves below where we added the compost. And I'm digging so deep that I'm actually pulling up some of these leaves, which is okay, I guess. Feel like I'm getting a little too close to the edge here. That's where I wanted my strawberries to go. Push this over. I don't want to lose any of my precious compost. Oh, it's another little worm. I'm going to bury him over here. It's too cold for him to be out. All right, just like my last trench, I'm going to kind of stop here because I've run out of space. But I feel like I want to go this way a little bit, a little farther in that direction so I have room for some strawberries. Just going to kind of cut into the side. There we go. And scoot this over. All right. So the second variety that I'm planting is also by Keene Garlic, and it's called Mary Washington. And this variety, I actually got 12 crowns when I only ordered 10. Hopefully all of them grow. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot to do my bone meal. Sprinkle a little bone meal in here. All right. All right. Here's my first little crown down in the dirt there. Number 2, try and spread out his roots, his little tentacles. Here is number 3. I'm going to put these leaves back in here. Oh, look at this one. This one looks like it already has a little tiny, is that an asparagus? Maybe. Little tiny piece grown from it. Okay. Put him in the dirt. Oh, spread this guy out. he can grow. All right, so now I'm going to do the same kind of thing, remembering that the pole is where I left off. And I'm going to cover these guys so that I have room to put this dirt. Got a big mound over here. Pull it over. Try and get the leaves back in the hole. These guys I'm going to move over here so I don't accidentally bury them. All right. Oh. Right about here we have Mary. I'll go back over on this end and plant these last 3. And we were, I'd say, right about here. All the way to the end. This compost is so light and fluffy. Let's see if I'll run into my... Well, obviously my row is not perfect because I did not run into my other one. So I'll lay this little guy out here. He is going to go here. Just going to scoop the dirt up, cover him. I have room here for the last 2. This guy is going to go here, and then in the corner, we're going to put this last little friend. All right. Cover him up. Okay, all of my asparagus is happy and planted. I don't know about happy. We'll find out, I guess, in a few weeks how happy they are.